Welcome to today's class on abstract algebra. From today onwards, we are going to discuss module 2. First, we discuss algebraic extensions. First, we define what is meant by finite extension. This is a definition. An extension field E of a field F is an algebraic extension of F if every element in E is algebraic over F. You take an element alpha in E, then there exists a polynomial P of x in f of x such that P of alpha equal to 0 for every element alpha in E. Now we discuss what is meant by finite extension. This is a definition. If an extension field E of a field F is of finite dimension n as a vector space over F, then E is a finite extension of degree n over F. We shall let degree of E over F be degree n of E over F. That is, we write degree E over F equal to degree of extension of E over F is n. Now we discuss a remark to say that a field E is a finite extension of a field F does not mean that E is a finite field. This does not imply that E is a finite field. It just asserts that E is a finite dimensional vector space over F. That is, degree of E over F is finite. We shall often use the fact that if E is a finite extension of F, then degree of extension of E over F is 1 if and only if E equal to F. Observe that singleton 1 can always be enlarged to a basis for E over F. Thus, degree of E over F is 1 if and only if E is equal to F of 1, that is equal to F. This is the meaning. Since E equal to F, we can say that E is F of 1. Is F of 1 since 1 can be, singleton 1 can be used as a basis for E over F. Therefore, degree of E over F is 1 if and only if E is equal to F of 1. And you know that F of 1 is F itself. Now we discuss a theorem. A finite extension field E of a field F is an algebraic extension of F. Proof is very simple. We are going to show that alpha is algebraic over F. So let alpha belongs to E. Alpha be an element in E. And we are going to show that alpha is algebraic over F. You let degree of extension of E over F is n. Suppose that degree of E over F is n. Then you consider 1, alpha, etc., alpha raised to n. These are n plus 1 elements. Total n plus 1 elements. Then you can see that these elements are not linearly independent. So you have 1, alpha, etc., alpha raised to n be elements which are not linearly independent. So there exists ai in F such that an alpha raised to n plus etc. plus a1 alpha plus a naught equal to 0. You just go through the definition of linear independence. So there exists ai in F such that an alpha raised to n plus etc. plus a1 alpha plus a naught equal to 0. Not all ai equal to 0. So you are letting degree of extension of E over F is n, then 1 alpha etc. alpha raised to n. These are n plus 1 elements. They cannot be linearly independent elements. So there exists ai in F such that an alpha raised to n plus etc. plus a1 alpha plus a naught equal to 0. Not all ai equal to 0. Then f of x is equal to an x raised to n plus etc. plus a1x plus a naught is a non-zero polynomial in f of x. You know that not all ai's are 0. So this is a non-zero polynomial in f of x. There exists some ai which is not 0. There exists some I for which ai not equal to 0. So f of x is equal to an x raised to n plus etc. plus a1x plus a naught is a non-zero polynomial in f of x. And you know that f of alpha. So if you are letting f of x like this, then f of alpha is an alpha raised to n plus etc. plus a1 alpha plus a naught, and that is equal to 0 by this definition. That is, alpha is algebraic over f. So there exists a polynomial f of x in f of x such that f of alpha equal to 0. This implies alpha is algebraic over f. Now we discuss another theorem. If E is a finite extension field of a field f, K is a finite extension field of E, then K is a finite extension of f, and degree of extension of K over f is degree of extension of K over E into degree of extension of E over f. The proof is very simple. Let alpha I is equal to 1 to etc. n be a basis for E as a vector space over f, and let the set Bj such that j is equal to 1 to etc. m be a basis for K as a vector space over E. The theorem will be proved if we are able to show that the mn elements alpha I beta j forms a basis for K viewed as a vector space over f. So we are going to show that alpha I beta j is a basis for K, and we are going to show two things. One, the set alpha I beta j, that is this set alpha 1 beta 1 alpha 2 beta 1 etc. alpha n beta 1 etc. alpha 1 beta 2 alpha 2 beta 2 etc. alpha n beta 2 etc. alpha 1 beta m alpha 2 beta m etc. alpha n beta m is a basis for K. So you are starting with an element gamma in K. So you let gamma belongs to K. Then since beta j is a basis for K over E, we can write gamma as sigma j is equal to 1 to m bj beta j for bj belongs to E. Because it is beta j form a basis for K over E, there exist beta j's in K and bj's in E such that gamma is equal to sigma j is equal to 1 to m bj beta j for beta j belongs to E. And you know that alpha I is a basis for E over f. So you are writing gamma as b1 beta 1 plus b2 beta 2 plus etc. plus bm beta m, where b1 b2 etc. bm belongs to E, and beta j is a basis for K over E. Now you know that belongs to E, and alpha I is a basis for E over f. Therefore, you can write a11 alpha 1 plus a21 alpha 2 plus etc. plus a n1 alpha n. Similarly, you can write b2 as being an element in E. You can write it as a12 alpha 1 plus a22 alpha 2 plus etc. plus a n2 alpha n etc. So that bj can be written as sigma I is equal to 1 to n aij alpha I, where aij is an element in f. You know that these elements aij's belongs to f. Now substitute this bj in the expression for gamma. You know that gamma is sigma j is equal to 1 to m bj beta j. So on substituting, you can see that gamma is equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to m sigma I is equal to 1 to n aij alpha I beta j. So you can write this as sigma ij, aij, alpha I, beta j, where you know that aij belongs to F and gamma is an element in K. Therefore, an element in K can be expressed as the linear combination of the vectors alpha I, beta j with scalars in F. So, there exist mn vectors alpha I, beta j which span K over F. So, alpha I, beta j span K over F. Now, we are going to show the linear independence. It remains us to show that the mn elements alpha I, beta j are independent over F. Suppose that sigma over ij, cij, alpha I, beta j equal to 0 with cij belongs to F. Suppose it is 0. Then this is equal to sigma j is equal to 1 to m, sigma I is equal to 1 to n, cij alpha I into beta j equal to 0. And you know that these elements belongs to E. Since the elements beta j are independent over E, we must have sigma Cij alpha I equal to 0. You know that these are elements in E and beta j's are linearly independent because it is a basis. Then this must be equal to 0. And you know that alpha I is a basis and alpha is in linearly independent. So this implies that Cij equal to 0 for all I and j. Therefore, alpha I, beta j not only span K over F but also linearly independent over F. Thus, this forms a basis for K over F. That is, what you are getting is degree of K over F. This is m into n, and you know that degree of E over F is n and degree of K over E is m. So this proves that theorem. Alpha I, beta j is a basis for K over F. Now we prove this corollary. If Fi is a field for I is equal to 1 to etc. R and Fi plus 1 is a finite extension of Fi, then Fr is a finite extension of F1 and degree of extension of Fr over F1 equal to degree of extension of Fr over Fr minus 1 into degree of extension of Fr minus 1, Fr minus 2, etc. Degree of F2 over F1. You know that Fi plus 1 is a finite extension of Fi. Therefore, F3 is a finite extension of F2 and F2 is a finite extension of F1. Therefore, by previous theorem, degree of extension of F3 over F1 is degree of extension of F3 over F2 into degree of extension of F2 over F1 and degree of extension of F4 over F1. This is equal to degree of extension of F4 over F3 into degree of extension of F3 over F1. So this is equal to degree of extension of F4 over F3 into degree of extension of F3 over F2. You already know that degree of extension of F3 over F1 is F3 over F2 into degree of extension of F2 over F1. Know this. Now proceeding inductively, you can see that degree of extension of Fr over F1 is degree of extension of Fr over Fr minus 1 into Fr minus 1 etc. degree of extension of F2 over F1. So by mathematical induction you can see this. You have one more corollary. If E is an extension field of F and alpha belongs to E is algebraic over F and beta belongs to F of alpha, then degree of beta over F divides degree of alpha over F. We prove this. We have the theorem, let E be an extension field of F and alpha belongs to E be algebraic over F. If degree of alpha over f is n, then f of alpha is an n-dimensional vector space over f with basis 1, alpha, etc., alpha raised to n minus 1. Proof. Let E be an extension field of f and alpha be algebraic over f, and beta belongs to f of alpha. You know that degree of alpha over f is degree of extension field f of alpha over f, and degree of beta over f is degree of f of beta over f. We have f of beta is an extension of f. And you know that beta belongs to f of alpha. Therefore, we must have this inclusion. F is a subfield of f of beta, and that is a subfield of f of alpha. Therefore, degree of f over f of alpha is degree of f over f of beta into degree of f of beta over f of alpha. You know that degree of f over f of alpha is degree of alpha f. This is equal to degree of beta f into a number, degree of extension of f of beta over f of alpha. From this, you can see that degree of beta over f divides degree of alpha over f. So this is the proof of that theorem, that corollary. That's all for today.